In today's YouTube video, I want to talk to you guys about diet. And if you feel like you're stuck where you are and you feel like you're doing everything you can and you still aren't seeing the results you want to see, stay watching. I promise it's going to change your world. Now, I don't know where you went to get your diet tips, but I'm pretty sure they were from a credible source. They were probably from somebody you follow on YouTube that has an amazing body, or someone you follow on Instagram that just like straight crushes it in the gym, or you looked up recipes on Pinterest, or you went on any other Google search to find how you can lose weight. And the problem with that is that nobody is the same. That girl or that person that you follow on Instagram has a completely different metabolism, is a completely different age than you, has a completely different body composition, goes to the gym different times than you do, more frequently, less frequently, whatever it is, their diet isn't going to work for you because you are you. And you are this like amazing being that needs something that's going to work for you. So dieting really isn't a one diet for every person because everyone is so different. And I personally learned that over the years because I was on the compare diet. I would see some of my girlfriends eating chicken and rice and vegetables, and they had amazing bodies. And I was like, dang, okay, that's what I need to be doing. So I would eat chicken and rice and vegetables, and I wasn't seeing results. And then I would follow somebody on Instagram that I was like, they have a killer bod, I can do that gym routine, we're cool, I'm gonna eat what they eat. Didn't work for me. And just through trial and error, you have to find out what's going to work for you. Some diets say you need carbs, other diets say no carbs, some diets say no alcohol, some say, don't eat any carbs after 3, no sugar, no this, no that, no this, no that. It's like, I don't even know where to start sometimes when I'm getting back on a diet. Like, what works, what doesn't? I'm so confused. Anyways, it's all about figuring out what works for you. And for me personally, I learned that dairy just isn't going to work for me. And honestly, that's the only thing I cut out of my diet. I mean, I don't do the fried foods and staple bad things, but dairy is the only thing that I cut out that I feel like I lost in my diet process. Rest in peace, cheese. I will miss you. But anyways, there are just some staple things that are not good for you no matter what. And that is simple carbs, which are going to be like a white bread, white rice, fried food, soda, I know, refined sugars, which is going to be like candy or desserts or things that are just not naturally found in food. Like if it's in fruit, that's a different kind of a sugar than what you're going to find in a candy bar. So by knowing what is bad for you, start eliminating things. Start saying, okay, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to cut out soda. Or for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to switch from white rice to brown rice. And in that process, you will see results after 2 weeks if it's going to work for you. And if it continues to work for you, keep it out of your diet. I remember just driving myself crazy because I was on the compare diet, and I would see my friends with these like amazing bodies, and they would say, this is all you have to do. And when I do it and I didn't see results, I felt so discouraged from the diet process. I mean, everything, is pretty much a diet. You need to get the proper nutrients to sustain your body, right? And by tweaking it, you can start seeing results. And once you kind of figure out what works for you, it's just like this amazing feeling that you want to continue doing it because you start seeing results. Rather than sticking to something that somebody else created for themselves and not seeing results. Because I promise it's not you. You have all the tools you need to make a personalized diet for yourself. You don't need to be following someone else's, because you're just going to end up, you might see results at first, but you're going to be discouraged because that diet was made for them. It wasn't made for you. So just remember, there's no magic number of hours in the gym you need to have, or the amount of chicken breasts and vegetables and I don't know, anything else you can think of that's going to get you where you want to be. You need to experiment with your own body and keep a diary. You need to kind of stick to something and then make tweaks along the way. I tried going vegetarian, I tried going vegan, I tried doing paleo, I tried every other diet I could, and I stuck to it, but it didn't work. So, when I was too tired at the gym, I needed more protein. So I knew going vegan wasn't for me. I couldn't get enough protein from vegetables. So I went back and I started eating meat. And then, I still would never feel full, so I would eat carbs. So a couple little tips and tricks. You definitely want to stay away from bad foods. So you want to stay away from greasy foods, fried foods, refined sugar, and simple carbs. So anything like white as a carb, you want to stay away from. You want to get something that is like multigrain or whole wheat. You also want to keep a journal and keep track of what makes you feel the best. If carbs after 3 make you feel good, write it down, because that is the key to your diet. So you also want to have vegetables at every meal, or at least try to. Some sort of a leafy green, spinach with your eggs for breakfast, a salad for lunch, a cup of broccoli, something that is going to give you fiber, is going to make you feel full, and it's going to you need vegetables in your life. So just a little bit of vegetables at every meal, you're good to go. And definitely last but not least, stop comparing yourself to other people. What works for one person isn't going to work for another person, and vice versa. So you need to tailor it to you. And if you have any questions along the way, I can definitely help. Been there, done that. And I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this video. So leave me a comment, make sure to subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming.